Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'd like you to like and share this because this is important. It's not just about me, but other creators on the platform. It appears that you can have videos taken down without getting the traditional community guidelines strike and or copyright strike. There seems to be a backdoor to censor other people, and I think it's being abused and used by other creators on the platform, but don't have all the information. I'm hoping that this video helps to get to the bottom of it. As some of you know, I did a video about Futuristic Hub that was included in one of Turkey Tom's videos about Futuristic Hub. I lost that video through a privacy complaint. Now, there's been several privacy complaints introduced by Futuristic Hub. The first one being, or gave me the option to blur something out. It wasn't explicit. Most of the time in the past, when you actually ignored these, they went away because they were BS to begin with. But then, when I further exposed Futuristic Hub's situation in the state of Texas, I started getting videos taken down, or news videos taken down due to privacy complaint. These privacy complaints were much different. They either didn't give me a warning at all, and they were just simply removed with no ability to even see them or know what the offending material was. Now, in that particular case, I knew who it was, and I knew they probably more than likely had a connection inside of YouTube. I'm starting to wonder, with the recent taking down of my Edwin Generations video about his return to YouTube, I'm starting to wonder if there is a backdoor or an easier way to do this. And you don't get a strike. So I can't go run to Tipster and start that whole thing. It's difficult to go to Keemstar, and really difficult to go to you, because the best thing about phony false flags is it outrages the public. So much so that they easily make things happen. Team YouTube responds. I received an email today that I had violated someone's privacy. Whose privacy? I don't know, in the Edwin Generations video. I was then directed to my YouTube dashboard where I could appeal it. And strangely enough, I could not appeal it. Then I went to the YouTube chat option where I discussed the matter with a YouTube employee. He asked me to send the URL, and he said to me that I should have received an email about a privacy violation. And I said to him I did receive that, and I did let them know that. I wanted to know what the privacy violation was. They got back to me a few minutes later, and he said it's because of a privacy violation. And they're repeating themselves. When I pointed out that they have repeated themselves, and I was well aware it was a privacy violation, I just didn't know what the violation was. They sent me to fill out a form. I filled out the form, and I said I didn't know what the privacy violation was for. I'd have no opportunity to appeal it. They wrote me back telling me the video was taken down because there was a privacy violation. But they did add one more thing. We received a legal complaint, one or more legal complaints. Now that got me wondering, is somebody sending fake court documents to YouTube and they're just removing stuff to avoid any kind of legal action? The thing is about this particular stream is unlike Futuristic Hub, I didn't reveal any court documents. In fact, there's only a few things I can think of why somebody would want that video down. Now, I'm not directly accusing anybody, but these are the things that were featured in that particular video. There was, of course, Edwin Generations. And we pumped lots of sunshine up his butt, and we're happy that he came back. And not only that, we used some of his material to support him. So I have a little hard time believing that Edwin Generations filed a privacy complaint on content that he put out, and I do know that he respects fair use. And there was Deity, who we did mock at some point in the video. Later, Revzilla came on to defend himself over a past stream that I had made. Now, in that particular video, and this is not an allegation, he had kind of a come to Jesus moment. We both agreed that he had handled the Gabby Hannah situation poorly, and he did admit that he does show some bias in that case. Now, I say this not to start a whodunit, but rather have a public record on what took place on that particular show. Again, I didn't show anybody's private information. All content was used was already available publicly, and the people that were on the show, I would assume by calling in, agree to lend their words on my show, and therefore it is my property after that. It's the same thing if I were to go on to somebody else's show. It could be Futuristic Hub, just doing it to do it, or any number of my enemies and hacker friends. This wouldn't be unusual. Or it could be a random, someone who figured out this hole in the system where you can fake a legal document and have a video taken down, no strike, but no way to fight it either. So I just want to put that out there. I also am going to be sending this video to some ordinary gamers, and hopefully Team YouTube watches it. There seems to be a way to take down videos by following some kind of legal complaint over privacy, and the creators don't know what part of the policy. They know they violated the privacy policy, I get that, but they don't know what's considered private. Considering I didn't put any kind of private public information out there, considering that I interviewed two of the three people that I talked about, and the third one has a very, very small channel, I don't know who would want that video down, and it very likely could not be all three of them, and it could be just one of my many list of enemies when you report internet gossip, drama, news, whatever you want to call it this week. So I like you guys to take a look into it. Spread the word around and send this video to your favorite creator, because they're at risk too. They're at a very big risk, because anything they say that another creator doesn't like can just disappear, and there's no fingerprints. You can't point to Susie Lou. You can't look at the strike. You can't take it up with the courts, and you can't take it up with Team YouTube over a community guideline strike. You can't do anything of the sort because it just disappears. Thank you very much, and I hope you spread the word.